What's up guys, Prowl here, and today I want to start a brand new Let's Play, a short run Let's Play series in Update 3, because you see Hytale's changing very frequently right now, and the early game, the mid game, the late game, everything is kind of changing a lot from update to update, and I wanted to get a feel for how that actually portrays itself in game. And I can't really do that in my current world that I've been playing in because I'm already in the end game and it's a lot harder to test and see how all these different things work. So we're going to start a brand new Let's Play series in Update 3 to see everything that we can experience, to see how the game feels, and to have a little bit of fun along the way. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, and here we go. And there's a lot of big things with Update 3 that I think you guys are going to find really interesting as you watch. And also, if you want to know more about the update, definitely check out my news video where I covered everything in the update. It would have came out probably the video before this one right here. What we're going to do is we're just going to run around and collect some materials really quick so we can make some of our early game stuff that we need. We're going to pick up some sticks, pick up some rocks, like so. And now we could do a little bit of crafting, I believe. And let's get some plant fibers if we can. First thing you should always do when you start a Hytale world, go find your Forgotten Temple gateway so that way you can unlock the memories as you go through and play. All right, there we go. We can make ourselves a sword now, a hatchet, and a pickaxe. And with our hatchet, we can chop down a couple trees. Whoa, there's a random chest right there. Okay, I'll take. We got some skeletons. Let's kind of give these guys a little fight here. Always important to block. Don't forget your power attacks. All right, feeling good already. We'll collect some of this stuff on our way just so we can craft up all the things that we need. What is this? Ooh, white mushroom caps. What is this log? So we'll hit the F7 button here. We can see what this is. This is a birch trunk. I don't need to collect that right now, but I was just curious what it was laying there in the forest. And definitely good to get ourselves a little bit of early game food. So I have an idea of what I want to do in this world. I don't want to go like crazy base building, so we're going to skip having to build any kind of exterior, and instead we're going to focus all interior. I want to try to find a side of like a mountain or something of that nature to kind of make ourselves a base in. Whoa, is there a structure inside of here? Well, let's see what this is. There's a structure has literally generated itself inside of the Forgotten Temple. Wait, is this literally the temple right there? Seems like that probably shouldn't be able to happen, but it did. Oh man. Dude, this is wild. Okay, let's see. Is the whole temple here at least? Okay. There's literally a mine cart hanging out inside of here. That's hilarious. All right. Now, we could just run past the golem dude, but we'll give him a fight. It's like we do a little bit of knockback, which is helping us. We can just keep going backwards. Now we have our special attack. Ooh, he special attacked me too. That's all right. We'll eat a little bit of food. We'll be okay. These Forgotten Temples always have a couple chests in them, so always important to get all the stuff out. All right, another important thing in the Forgotten Temple area, this isn't a change, it's just how it is. You can't hurt anything here, so you don't have to worry about that. You can't break blocks. You can't hurt anything. It's all fine. This guy you can't trade with anymore. That's interesting. That's something that they changed. And you can trade with the rootling merchant, and they'll usually have some good stuff, especially the foods here. All right, but all we're here for right now is this. Interact, discover memories. Now we can discover all sorts of new things. We'll get memories every time we see something or somebody new. There's going to be a few of them in here. Now, this is kind of important to do because as you'll see, you will collect these memories. You go and restore them. And as you go through and restore them, you unlock a lot of different things here. So we're close to getting some of the eternal seeds, some decorative chests unlocked. And I do believe they're going to expand this system in the future too, which will be really nice. Okay, so I think first couple things we want to do is probably just like find a bed somewhere. I mean, we could maybe craft one, but you can also find them in random prefabs or structures in the area. So we'll do that. And we'll take a little look at our map here. I want to find some type of like steep hillside. Actually, are we kind of right by one? This actually wouldn't be a bad place because then we have easy access to the temple here. I'm going to investigate this mountainside further to see if it feels like it's going to be suitable for our needs. Ooh, these guys, the storm thistles, always break them because you can get a recipe from the storm thistles that will allow you to actually plant them. You're not going to be able to do it until like really late into the farmer's workbench, but the recipe's not always easy to find. There we go. Well, we found that one pretty easily. Now the rest of them we can pick. We are going to want to have a decent amount of them. So when you see them, get them 100% at a time. That's going to be a common theme a lot of times at Hytale, by the way. Anytime, and especially as we go through all these different updates, is you definitely want to collect as much stuff as you can when you see it, because when you need it later, you're going to wish you had already gotten it when you ran past it the first time. All right, I think I found where I want to like make our base, and we're not going to go crazy with it right now, but there's this little like part that kind of pokes into the side of the larger mountain here. It almost kind of feels like an entrance. I like that. It's kind of fun. So I think what I'll do is I'll go down here, and this will kind of be our entrance area. I'm just going to mark it for now, but we'll set up camp on the outside. We don't really have the tools to do anything big or major right now. So I think just a little marker area will do the trick currently. And let's see what we can craft here. So we can craft ourselves our first workbench. Plop it down. We could make ourselves some daggers. Super important early game because they are like your like go-to item for movement. They make you move a lot faster, and they're pretty good for combat, although we're not going to rely on the daggers that much. Oh, hold on. I say that, and I'm going to rely on them literally right now. Instead, I want to get good with two-handed weapons. So I think what we'll do is we'll go to our workbench here, and maybe we'll try to get good. I really like the mace. It attacks kind of slow though. So we're going to go with the battle axe for now. And that's going to be our main weapon, I think, that we use. Let's try it out. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Okay, we're going to need some other stuff. We're going to need some chests. So maybe let's get some wood. Super nice thing about Hytale is I could just chop down the bottom of this ginormous tree right here, and I'm gonna get rewarded with a ton of wood. Oh yeah. All right, well, we got plenty of wood for quite a while just from that one thing right there. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so what kind of things can we make? Let's make 2 chests for a double chest. Start throwing some stuff in too. And super nice thing about Hytale is your workbenches, they can see what's inside of your chest, up to 100 of them and within a certain range. So that's going to be really nice. We'll throw our extra materials in here. Honestly, I don't really need to carry most of this outside of food. So I think we'll just throw pretty much all of this in here, and we'll worry about sorting it out a little bit later. Ooh, we got some wheat over here. The essence of life, super duper valuable, especially in the early game. So anytime we see this stuff, we definitely want to grab it. And I think the main thing we want to do right now is just try to get all of our workbenches, I guess. So, oh wow, we can already make a copper hatchet because we have some copper in here that we picked up. 3 copper ingots. What we'll probably do is make our copper pickaxe. Our copper pickaxe is going to be really important. And let's see what workbenches we can make. So we'll definitely want to have a furnace. So let's get that guy. The builder's workbench, we don't really need yet. We do need these guys. So we're going to have to do some caving. Farmer's workbench we can make. Furniture workbench we can make, but it's not really important yet either. We will make our farmer's workbench right now. And again, I don't want to get too well established out here, but I think what we need to do is maybe get to iron tools. We'll put that guy right there. Seems like a very sensible place. We'll put this guy right here. And I think, hold on. Ooh, I think I want to make a bed. Can I make that? And I think the last thing I want to make is a bed, which we need some light hide for. But to do that, we need to make a tanning station. And to make the tanning station, tanning rack, we need some light hide as well. Okay, light hide is pretty easy. Pretty much any small animal should provide it. Ooh, I forgot we can tame mobs. That's one of the updates. We're not going to tame him right now. I need your light hide, sir. Oh, we got some wolves. Ooh. Ow! Oh gosh, wolves are a pain. We're gonna definitely dagger cheese these guys right now. I don't even have armor. Oh gosh. And they don't even give light hide, they give medium. You do nothing for me right now. Let's see if we can take him with our axe. Is this gonna be our first death? Okay, we survived. Here's another important one, blood rose. We definitely want to get the recipe for that too. Okay, I'm gonna just go through and collect a little bit more light hide, and we'll be in business. All right, we got our bed, we got our tanning rack. We are in business. Right, do anything else? Probably need some torches, right? All right, so we're gonna go down into the cave. We're gonna craft ourselves a bunch of torches, and we can put those in our offhand, which is very convenient. And honestly, we could probably, I'm gonna craft the rest of what I have left. There we go. Plenty of torches. All right, now we're gonna do the big important thing. We're gonna look for a cave. I think I kind of want a cooking station. I want a little bit better food. We might not be able to get that for now, which will be fine. Yeah, I don't think I can. Need copper. Okay, I need any sticks and rubble. Where am I gonna find some rubble? Here's some. Okay, I've decided we're gonna cook a little bit of food. So I'm gonna place down a campfire. Sure, right there should be good. We'll grab some coal, we'll grab some meat. We'll throw both those things in and turn it on. And that should be enough to bring down with us in the caves. All right, I think we're good. Now we just need to find a cave entrance. They're pretty simple to find in the game right now, honestly. It's just always a little hole in the ground. Not really much to think about or look for. They don't really differ a whole lot. So we're just gonna look for just a hole right down in the ground. Probably somewhere pretty close by. And here we go. Typical cave entrance. Now what I'm going to do is get my torch in my offhand here, because seeing is typically pretty hard in these caves. And for the most part, at least for now, they're not really that dangerous. We'll see some mobs in here, and you got to be a little bit careful in the early game because you don't have like really good ways to heal yourself. You don't have armor or anything like that. But for the most part, these guys are not too dangerous. So I'm just going to go through and get as much copper, iron, whatever else we can find as I can. And probably until my pickaxe runs out. Whoa, what? There's like invisible, you see that? Invisible blocks right here. All right, we're gonna report this as a bug. Okay, anyways, we'll go around that and work our way down. You guys may have noticed I've like found this like underground like structure, and I haven't spent a lot of time underground in my other world, especially not in zone 1. Like I moved out of it pretty quick. There's some pretty cool stuff down here, stuff that I did not know was in the game. So yeah, honestly, like this is kind of cool. What is this? I'm right underneath a gateway. Look, I know where we are now. I kind of understand what's going on here. Look at the map. We're right below the Forgotten Gateway. And remember, there was like a mine shaft or something like literally embedded in the side of it. That's where we are, which means I can get out right here. I'm gonna try to do I try to dig up and out? We did it. Look, we made it. Haha. Okay, that's cool. All right, well, we found an easy way out. It is night time. Let's sleep the night away. Let's see what we've gotten. Gotten a lot. And we have a lot of wood too, so I think I'm gonna use this as fuel, and we can cook ourselves. Ooh, should I cook? Here, let's do this. Let's get our smelter going first. Get a round of iron and a round of copper going. All right, I'm gonna sort and smelt everything that we got, and this is a fun trip. This is a really good first mining trip. All right, our furnace is finished, and this was what we got from our first run. Not too bad. Not too bad. What it will allow us to do is a few things. It will allow us to make a blacksmith anvil and armorer's workbench. And we can set these somewhere. I want them to be kind of close by. We'll put them right here. And now we can actually start putting some of our stuff together, at least kind of. We need some stuff though, unfortunately, that I don't have currently. Like we need some light leather, and we need to keep getting more linen scraps, and we can at least make copper stuff for now, but looks like our iron tier is going to require a little bit more. So let's at least get coppered out here. We'll stay armored up and everything else. It looks kind of funny the way it's put together. I never really paid that close of attention to it. And I think we'll make some copper weapons as well. Copper weapons would be good. We'll keep the daggers from mobility, and we'll keep using our axe for our like actual weapon. And then we need to refresh our tools. So let's go ahead and get a copper axe, another copper pickaxe. And I think we could do a couple more. No, we can't do the salvager's workbench yet. And oh wait, are we out? We are completely out of copper after that. So I think you know what that means. We're gonna have to end up doing another run into the mines. But for now, I think it's a good time to call it an episode. So I appreciate you guys watching episode 1. This was fun. I'm excited to see how progression works in Hytale Update 3 going forward. Make sure you drop a subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed it, and come catch me on live stream. Anyways, it's time for me to hightail it out of here, and I'll see you next time in Orbis. Goodbye.